Hi, it's Dwyer. It is Friday, November 19th, 2021. DigitalAssetLife.com, a free site. GamblersAdvisory.com for the sports betting crowd, a free site. Let's talk crypto. Let's talk my overview of the market and some crypto picks I like. But first, remember, the opinion you should follow should be your own. Just consider this video to be a second opinion from a complete stranger online. Now, right now, a lot of people are concerned about the possibility of hyperinflation, right? Folks, in my opinion, we're not going to get hyperinflation. The monetary velocity is simply not there, right? People aren't spending the money supply enough. I believe Cathie Wood, Jim Rickards, Stephen Van Meter are correct. I disagree with people like Peter Schiff, who believe we're on the verge of hyperinflation. Just understand that technological breakthroughs are accelerating. The idea of remote working on the current scale did not exist 4 years ago. Understand, when people work from home, their cars are being used less, the downtown areas, the commercial real estate is being used less, the support system, the cafeterias, the diners, the corporate lunch services are being used less, taxi cabs are being used less. Understand, all of this is deflationary, right? I believe the metaverse is also going to open up the idea of clubbing virtually, which will take people out of the nightclub life on the level that they're currently participating. Let me also point out, too, that bubbles in leveraged markets are already popping. What do I mean by a leveraged market? Housing, for example, where a lot of people bought their house with the help of a debt, a loan, a mortgage, right? Look at markets like Boise, Idaho. Online here, visit Reventure. Again, the gentleman calls himself Reventure. Very data-heavy analysis where he talks about popping housing markets. Now, let me point out that, again, these views are minority views. Understand, you have many people who disagree with me, including Stansberry Research's Steve Sugaroo, right? You want to consider both sides of the argument before you take action. Now, it's my belief, and understand, I've been in crypto for a few years. I believe I started making crypto videos here in 2014-ish, somewhere in that range. Just understand that many cryptos will fail, right? Let me repeat that. Many cryptos will fail. Understand, merchants eventually are going to pick the cryptos they want to accept. You're going to have a network effect based on those cryptos. In other words, sooner or later, in my opinion, and Amazon and Apple, huge corporate giants, are going to say, hey, we'll accept Bitcoin or we'll accept Ethereum. And just understand, that's going to lead to increased usage of the coins they agree to accept. You're going to have a network effect. But understand, there'll be another side of the fence, the unaccepted, which will slowly vanish as the market matures. Also understand, the fiat empire is already striking back, right? China, world's second biggest economy, has already banned cryptocurrencies and has cracked down on crypto mining. That's why decentralization, something consumers aren't currently valuing enough, right? Consumers are looking at proof of stake and they think that's as good as proof of work. It's not. Decentralization is going to be very important. When the state comes looking to shut down cryptos, right? When the state realizes that it's lost control of the money supply, its power over the money supply, and when it cracks back, you want your cryptocurrency to be so decentralized that the state doesn't know where to find your cryptocurrency. Think Bitcoin right now, right? There shouldn't be a centralized point of failure. They should have a hard time finding an office, right? Understand how crazy these times are. People are cracking down on the Binance ecosystem because, of course, Binance doesn't have a centralized office. So Binance, of course, is saying, okay, we'll set up some offices where if you want to sue us, you can actually come in the office and serve us with a subpoena. Right? My point to the self-interested crypto investor is you want decentralization, not centralization. Let me also point out, too, that I believe a lot of people are getting used here. Right? We don't care about the electricity that's being used in electric vehicles. That market's taken off, right? Dare I say it's mispriced right now. There's no way, in my opinion, to justify the market cap on Tesla, for example, right? Unknown companies, I believe in, right? I'm an investor in Lucid Motors, for example, right? They've been on fire. Lucid Motors overnight should not have passed the market cap of Ford, right? Nobody's complaining about the electricity used for electric vehicles. We'll call them EVs. But yet you have a group that's been convinced that they need to complain about the electricity used to mine Bitcoin. Right, folks, understand what Bitcoin is doing has a far greater societal impact than practically any other use of electricity. Right? Bitcoin is giving people financial self-sovereignty. Bitcoin is completely changing the remittance market, where people working in wealthy countries are able to send money home cheaply, and home being a what we used to call third world country, where people are starving. Right? Understand, Bitcoin is giving a financial infrastructure to natural resource rich countries like Nigeria that lack the kind of banking system we take for granted here in the United States. So the folks running around saying Bitcoin uses too much electricity, I believe many of them are being duped. Right? An argument can be made that Bitcoin, quite frankly, saves a lot of energy usage. I hope people double back and realize the waste that's being caused by the fiat system. Understand there's a reason why a country like El Salvador decided to make Bitcoin legal tender. It's because the benefits far outweigh, and I mean far outweigh, the electrical usage burden. So in my opinion, given that I value decentralization, and don't get me wrong, I'm not a Bitcoin maximalist, right? Many of the coins I mentioned in prior videos are core holdings that I have, right? I've held Ethereum for years, right? I hold Cardano. I hold Binance Coin, right? But you need to have a macro view. You need to have a long-term vision. As I see it, there are two groups in crypto. There's Bitcoin, which is decentralized proof of work. And then there's everything else. Right, folks? I'm not selling my Bitcoin. I'll sell everything else in the cryptoverse before I sell my Bitcoin. Right? Bitcoin is the granddaddy of them all. It's widely accepted right? When merchants start to accept crypto, they have to deal with the Goliath in the room. That's Bitcoin, and it's decentralized. It's unapologetically proof of work. So, let's talk about a bombshell development where I believe people will make a lot of money. Right now, the argument against Bitcoin is that it is slow, right? The transaction speed is too slow. It's an older coin, right? The idea is that these newer coins can do transactions more cheaply and faster than Bitcoin can. Now, where you're going to make, in my opinion, your next $1 million, at least one of the areas, is with the realization that Bitcoin, with the massive network effect that it has right now, the massive name recognition that it has right now, when you realize that right now there are layer 2 and layer 3 solutions that are increasing Bitcoin's transaction speed and lowering Bitcoin's costs to the point where eventually Bitcoin is going to be able to compete with the features of the newer coins, who won't be able to compete with Bitcoin's decentralization or brand recognition or acceptance. So you want to pay extremely close attention to the evolution of Bitcoin that's ongoing. Bitcoin's increasing smart contract capability. Bitcoin's increasing transaction speed. Think Lightning Network. And lower costs. Because understand, if Goliath matches the new coins in features, Goliath wins. Right? It's going to take these new coins years to match Bitcoin's reputation of reliability. Right? Bitcoin's been running continuously. It hasn't been offline like Solana from time to time, which I own. Right? Again, I'm not excluding other coins. I'm here to make a profit. But Solana is not as good an investment as Bitcoin. It doesn't have the decentralization. It doesn't have the committed miner community. So, there's a bombshell development right now in Bitcoin, right? You understand that Taproot has furthered Bitcoin's smart contract capability. Well, there is a group out there, Portal, who has been building layer 2 and layer 3 technology on Bitcoin to allow for greater privacy and greater cross-chain transferability. Well, they have now gotten together, and this is major news, folks, to me at least. They've gotten together with Polygon. The symbol is MATIC, M-A-T-I-C. Right? Polygon, which is a layer 2 solution on Ethereum. In other words, Ethereum has a lot of holes, a lot of faults. Right? I recently had to pay more than $20 to move $100 using the Ethereum network. Right? If you are in the world of ERC20 coins, you know that the prices are too high. That all this Ethereum 2.0 marketing has not come to fruition right now. You understand all of that. Well, Polygon makes using the Ethereum blockchain cheaper. Right? Polygon calls itself Ethereum's Internet of Blockchains. Well, just understand that Polygon is now partnering with Portal to improve Bitcoin's capability. Folks, This is crazy, right? If you know how Polygon has helped the Ethereum blockchains functioning, if you've saved money using Polygon in the past, guess what, folks? Polygon is now working with Portal to have the same kind of impact on Bitcoin. Now, for those of you interested in investing in Polygon, which in my opinion is one of the best investments someone could make in the cryptoverse, I want you to realize that right now on Celsius, you can get 8.99% on Polygon. To avoid getting hit with the ERC20 fees, right, that come with transferring Ethereum-based coins onto the platform, right? Trust me, I took some Polygon I transferred it to Celsius and got hit with a bill, as you can imagine, right? That, I thought through how much I would make over time in interest on Celsius, where, by the way, you can get interest more than 5% on Ethereum, more than 6% on Bitcoin, right? At least your first Bitcoin. Well, put it this way. To avoid the onerous ERC20 fees, which will eat into your profits, what you want to do is buy Matic directly on the Celsius platform. You can do that, right? Understand, if you buy Matic on Celsius, you don't have to pay the Ethereum transfer fees to transfer your Matic, your Polygon, from a different exchange over to Celsius. And understand the 8.99% is incredibly generous, given the huge upside Polygon has going forward. Right? So I view this as a major moment. I view the recent dip in price below $60,000 a coin for Bitcoin to be a major buying opportunity. Right? Folks need to understand that as Bitcoin matures, as the transaction speed picks up, as the transaction costs drop, as the institutional money pours in, as the usage increases, because we're still in the early innings in crypto, Bitcoin is going to wipe out many of these lesser coins. Just think of it differently. If you were Amazon and you eventually have to start accepting crypto directly, if Bitcoin can come close to matching the transaction speeds of newer coins, wouldn't Bitcoin be one of the coins you accept? Doesn't Bitcoin have first mover status? Isn't the market cap of Bitcoin a huge portion today of the market cap of the cryptoverse? Right? So folks, there's a lot of money to be made as Bitcoin increases, we'll call it its transactional usability. A lot of money. Right? I think Bitcoin today is a stunning buy. Please do not consider anything I say in this video to be financial advice. I'm just telling you what I'm considering and pursuing. Right? I should say and or pursuing. Right? I've owned Bitcoin for years. I've owned Polygon for some time. I believe both are much better situated than most of the other coins in the cryptoverse. I'm not a Bitcoin maximalist. For those interested on my thoughts on other coins, I do have a pay site on Substack, Dwyer70905.substack.com. From time to time, of course, I will release free videos on crypto here on YouTube. Just understand, Portal's work with Bitcoin is groundbreaking, and now Portal is partnering with Polygon. Please review Polygon's track record of enhancing the Ethereum blockchain. And please also look at the work Jack Mallers is doing with the Lightning Network. Research the expansion of the Lightning Network. You might even want to consider using Jack Mallers' app, Strike, which allows you to buy Bitcoin quickly and more cheaply than almost anywhere else. As Bitcoin matures, the cryptoverse is going to continue to consolidate. And the value of Bitcoin, the usability of Bitcoin, is going to continue to skyrocket. Facilitators like Polygon are also going to benefit dramatically. Finally, let me close by pointing out that one aspect of Bitcoin's increased smart contract capability is the increased opportunity to use Bitcoin privately. Right now, most people think that I can figure out everything about where you've spent your Bitcoin by looking on the blockchain. Folks, you have ZK rollups. You have privacy coins now jumping the fence. Understand, there's a concerted effort right now to spread the ability to use cryptocurrency privately. Right? There are customized solutions right now. Horizon's Zendu sidechain is on the testnet. In a few days, it's going to come off the testnet. Folks, that's a game changer. Right? Horizon is a privacy coin. More importantly, Horizon is decentralized. And Horizon now has a sidechain that will enable customized solutions for other cryptos. Understand, if Bitcoin is ever viewed as a privacy coin, right? And understand, collaborations with Polygon and other groups and Portal are going to eventually give Bitcoin that capability. Then the tension between decentralized Bitcoin and the state is going to amplify. You need to be prepared for that. That's how I see it. And again, please do some research on Horizon's Zendoo, Zendoo, sidechain, right, which will be off testnet soon, right? And you'll understand that right now, the public perception of what's happening in the cryptoverse is not moving as fast as the technology in the cryptoverse is. That's how I see it. Let me hear from you. I hope you leave your comments in the comment section of this video. Thanks for stopping by.